this insane store. Okay, they're making $656,000 a month. They're making about $30,000 a day with 900 orders. And if you see the product, you will be so freaking shocked. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be looking at this insane store. Okay, they're making $656,000 a month. All right, so to put that into perspective for you, I mean, this is Australian dollars, but I think the conversion rate is pretty. I mean, if it's making 656,000, right, you're looking at close to $500,000 or 400k. So 400k USD. All right, I'm just gonna, for the sake of simplicity, this is $656,000 dollars. They're making about $30,000 a day with 900 orders. And if you see the product, you will be so freaking shocked. And this will show you like the opportunity that is there in e-commerce. You can take products, and if you can find a nice hook, a nice angle of approach, you can build a business that goes this crazy. Okay, once you see the product, you won't understand it. But then as we uncover it more and more, you're like, oh my God, and then stuff will start going off in your head. Dude, can I put this in my country? Can I sell this in my territory? Can I drop ship this here? Can I private label it? Whatever you want to do, right? My job on daily e-commerce is to show you guys, great offers, good ads, great funnels, give you guys those resources, and then educate you every single day on how the best of the best are selling their products. Okay, so let's go into what the product is. So the product is this. Okay, it's called a calm carry, and essentially, I'm not endorsing this because I don't know if this works. Okay, there's so many mixed reviews that I've seen online. People swear by it, and people say this doesn't do anything. To each their own. Okay, for us, what matters is, does it sell and can we sell it? Okay, so this thing, if you hold it, it releases like an electromagnetic wave, or it releases some like electromagnetic something. I'm not a science guy, but it helps you sleep. So you hold this, and it helps you with insomnia and anxiety, and it helps you sleep. Okay, so this is it, right? It says it gives you instant results, which I don't think anything is interesting. It's a microcurrent pulse, relief from anxiety, 100% money back guarantee, insomnia, stuff like that. So that's what it. Now, what they're doing is they're really helping. They're targeting children. Okay, children, moms, and they're saying, hey, this is going to really help children that don't want to sleep, have trouble sleeping, and you don't want to necessarily give them any type of medication. Okay, so let's look at how they're basically selling their product. This product, by the way, is being sold for 207 dirhams. Now I'm in the UAE right now, in Dubai, so it's showing dirhams, right? So AED to USD. And then let's put this in. This is about $56. But when we look at it, we can buy it for as cheap as $17. This one really does have good reviews. Okay, so I'm happy with the way that this one is looking, at least. My son absolutely loves this device, takes it everywhere. Need to get one myself. So again, mixed reviews, right? Mixed reviews, okay? Now, would I particularly target children? I don't know. There's like an ethical line that I feel like everybody needs to figure out themselves, okay? But we're not here to judge. We're here to understand, okay? We're here to understand what makes this work, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. I mean, there's great margins. You can buy it for 17 and sell it for 50, but this is just when if you're doing the dropshipping method, if you're doing private labeling, if you're buying inventory, then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and purchase bulk inventory, and then go ahead and the price will be a lot cheaper. Okay, cool. So we know that there are great margins in here. Okay, now let's take a look at what they're doing, how they're positioning it, right? So I found 2,600 results when I put in there. Okay, now this is, a lot of it is active and inactive, which leads me to believe, guys, that the sales volume might even be higher than what we're seeing. Or because it's a little bit of a low ticket product, this makes sense. Yeah, I think it adds up, maybe. Let's see. Okay, and then this is targeting the main countries that very profitable: US, UK, Australia. So that's great for us. Their main selling product is this calm carry thing. And then they're probably doing a lot of upsells. So they're just selling sleep gummies, a pillow, a book, replacement covers, 3D masks, a wrap, and all of this. So these are upsells as well that they have inside of their funnel. So, okay, cool. Now let's take a look at some of their ads, some of their more recent ads, right? So they are going ahead and saying, look at this, right? This device equals natural sleep plus calm mind in 10 minutes. The side effects of melatonin aren't worth it. If your kid needs melatonin for sleep, replace it with this. Now, this is what I want to talk about. The product is important, but the angle that you use to get into a market is even more important. And this is something that I work on very, very heavily with people that, we do one-on-ones with. Because when somebody comes in, the one thing that I help them figure out and zero in on is, who are you targeting? Do you have a clear picture of the niche? What type of problem are you solving? Who are you solving it for? Who is your person? Okay, because the mistake that people make with dropshipping, with Shopify, with any type of e-commerce store is they make it so that it is for everyone, that anybody who comes in can buy it. So they show all types of pictures, they make the copy very relatable. But by doing so, by becoming for everyone, you become for nobody, essentially, right? So it's very, very in your best interest, honestly, to go ahead and select one target avatar that you really want to go after, right? Now, this product actually came into dropshipping a while back. Like, this is something that I've tracked maybe 5 years ago, but this is the first time I'm seeing it being targeted to children and easing their anxiety. Number one, I don't know why nobody thought of this before, but not only does it anyways look like a kid's toy, by making it for children, they've gone ahead and addressed a huge issue that parents have, right? So one device, no melatonin, just deep and peaceful sleep. Look at the advertising angles they're taking, right? Most kids need their iPad to go to sleep. Replace that with this, right? Let's take another look at some of their ads, right? Hold on, I want to see this.
I used to be Comcare's biggest hater, but they upgraded it recently and the results actually surprised me. My son said the old Comcare felt like electric shocks, but now there's 8 different levels. Level 1 is going to be really gentle, but you could bump it up to level 5 or even level 8, and it's going to be a little bit more intense, but it's way more flexible now. Another problem I had was I didn't even know if I was putting it in the right spot. 1 centimeter off and it wouldn't work at all. They made it way more precise. Now it hits the spot every single time, and my son has been out cold in 15 minutes every day this week. Also, last time I bought it, I felt like I wasted money. It was way too expensive for something that didn't end up working for me. Now they've lowered the price to 50% off, and trust me, this one is actually worth it. I just wish it was the one that I bought first. So if it didn't work for you or your kids the first time, this one is different, trust me. And honestly, you have 100 nights to try it, so I'd grab it now while it's half off.
Okay, so I'm going to assume a lot of their ads are objection based, because the product itself comes with a lot of objections, right? So if we take a look at this product, it's just some weird electromagnetic thing that will put you instantly to sleep. It's a very tough sell. So their advertising needs to not, and I love that they have a live chat in here, I'll get to that later, but their advertising needs to address that head on. Like, you need to know that this is an issue that people have. This is something that people will not understand about your product, and your advertising needs to address it head on, so that when they go into the funnel, they're more receptive to all of the marketing, right? So this is their funnel. We're going to get into that as well, right? But then they're more receptive to the marketing because you've already handled the objection, right? She said that the old one felt like electric shocks, but the new one is gentle, it's effective, out cold in 15 minutes. I wish I bought this one instead of the old one and buy this one, right? So this is awesome. Look at this. No medication required, targets natural pressure points, 100-night risk-free trial. And this is very important. The 100-night risk-free trial is important because you're buying something that's for $50 and you're worried. Like, so there's no, it's like, use it for 3 months. If it actually doesn't work, return it. But we all know most people don't end up returning anything, okay? Like, see, did I just scam Calm Carry? Like, so they're all this objection-based advertising is really, really fun. Let's see.
Did I just scam Calm Carry? I found the real Calm Carry for 50% off, and girl, I'm never spending 2 hours on bedtime again. This tiny thing actually calms my daughter down and puts her to sleep in like 25 minutes max. And it works like magic on road trips and before school too. I'm telling you, grab this before the sale ends. Bedtime piece is worth way more than $50.
And that's, if I had to describe this in a nutshell, it's this line. Bedtime piece is worth more than $50. Now, this is actually a fun exercise for anybody. What is your version of bedtime piece? Because that's what they're selling. They're not selling electromagnetic. They're not selling this weird looking contraption. They're not selling this. What they're actually selling is bedtime piece. What they're actually selling is you don't have to spend 2 hours with your kid putting them to sleep. A father myself, I relate to this problem. Okay, I relate to this problem. So that's. I mean, and again, this is something that I really get into with my inner circle, my lead members and stuff like that. Is like what are you going for, right? If you don't have a clear problem statement, and that's why I like to use funnels over Shopify, is because how clearly we describe the problems, how clear the problem statement is and stuff like that. If you don't have that, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you to be successful, with any type of business, right? Because you need to clearly state your value and the problem that you solve. For advertising this product is so easy. You just have to show kids sleeping with this. And now you can even have like tons of AI images. I mean, if you're like, hey, how do I get into this business? How do I, I can't get kids to use it and, get all these images. Just have AI to create all of these images for you, right? Insanely easy. I used to be Cam Carey's biggest hater. So, I mean, we see a common trend right now. What happens when we click order now? Well, that's where the real magic happens. When you click order now, you're already taken to pages like this, or you're taken to pages like so this is the hold on, where is this? Pages like this and pages like this. Okay, now in my observing of this, they're mostly running traffic to this page. Like a ton of traffic is going to this page, so we're going to study this page. Okay, so they're taking people to a review. Okay, it's basically a review of the product, but they've written the review themselves, so that's funny. Okay, parents are calling this palm-sized sleep aid a miracle for anxious, restless kids. Over 2,000 5-star reviews prove it works. Okay, so in one single piece of copy, they've addressed everyone's concern. Okay, it's palm-sized sleep aid. It's a miracle, and it's for anxious, restless kids. This is their customer avatar. This is what they're selling. All right, and this is the big benefit. Okay, if you've ever wondered if there was a natural, safe solution to help your kids calm down and sleep better, then you need to read this real life story. So now look at this. They've written an actual life story. Okay, so this is basically story salesmanship, where they basically have written a story, and we're going to read this story together because I want you guys to be able to craft stories like this. Okay, so my name is Mel. And like so many parents, I was desperate to help my children sleep. My 10-year-old daughters and my 6-year-old who has ADHD and is autistic couldn't keep his busy mind quiet, right? And then we found this, and I had to share my family's struggle, okay? We had a nightly battle with sleep. I was searching for a new solution. That's when this caught my eye. Our new normal, a month later, look at these kids. Were freaking crazy, gone to sleep in deep restful sleep. Okay, my kind regards, Mel. Okay, how does this work? Why is it so effective? Well, it creates a natural calming response. It gives children control, provides tactical focus points. It's small enough to fit in children's hands, right? Safety first, automatic shut off, child safe intensity. So again, this is this whole electromagnetic thing. Look at the objections being handled, right? It has an automatic shutoff. It's child safe. It's long lasting. It's durable, right? Who can benefit? Children and adults, people with anxiety, individuals, those on the autism spectrum. Say what users have to say, right? And then all the way after you read through this whole thing, after you read through the story and the review, there's one button here, and then there's one button here that tells you about how you can find out more. And then when you click here, this is where you go and you find the entire store setup, right? Where you have, it's a really nice branded store. You have a nice headline on top. You have the product, you have the description. As you scroll down, you have some bundle offers, right? Because you have multiple kids. You have nice facts about the product here. How does it work? Another like condensed version so that people understand. Nice review pictures, why it's different. Some images, I can definitely tell this is AI generated, or it looks heavily AI generated to me. Some nice testimonials, right? Natural solution to anxiety and insomnia, and tons of reviews, okay? So again, one thing that I want to talk about is this talks more to the emotional side of the equation. This talks more to the rational side of the equation. So in all of us, there are two sides, right? An emotional side that really wants to buy things, and a rational side that rationalizes the decision, right? So for example, if you've ever splurged on a new phone or a new bag, there are two sides, right? The emotional side is thinking about how good it would feel, how nice it would look, how your life would change, how much sense, how your friends and family would think about your purchase, right? That's your emotional side. As soon as your emotional side convinces you to purchase something, then your rational side takes over. Your rational side is like, how much money is this going to be? Am I going to see a return on this? Like, for example, if I take this bag, right, how many times will I actually use it? Like, what's the utility like? Like, does it have enough pockets? Will I use it in my day-to-day life? If you've ever bought your wife a bag, an expensive bag, or if you're a woman yourself and you've bought a bag, you've asked these questions before, right, to yourself. And take it from me, a husband who's taking her wife bag shopping, and 2-3 hours later, where for me, it doesn't matter what you get as long as it's a nice color, I guess. And she's thinking about all these variables. This is how people shop. So you need a response to both the emotional side of the argument and the rational side. Now, if you go to Shopify, okay, let's go to Shopify. Let's go to Shopify themes. Okay, these are some of the Shopify themes that are out there. Okay, if we go to view all, okay, and this is what we see. If we look at the free themes, is what most people do, is use the Dawn theme, which is added as default, right? This description only talks through the rational mind. And even that, it does a bad job of it. This design, this everything, it's only talking about how much it is and what you get for it, okay? But the emotional side of the equation never gets covered, never gets any leverage, never gets any attention. And that's why you don't make any sales. But if you use this two-step process where you have 2 pages, 1 page talks through the emotional journey of what this product it does and the life-changing benefits, and then you have a logical side of it answered here, these 2 pages will completely change the way you dropship. Okay. So with that in mind, that's why we developed our tool called ShopFunnels.net. So what ShopFunnels.net is that we have these pre-built templates right here where we actually build out these pages. So this is page number 1. Okay, that goes ahead and talks about the emotional side. And then this is page number 2 that talks about the logical side. And both pages are really, really well built out. Now, most funnels, they follow the same 2-step concept, okay? And so now what we're going to do with ShopFunnels is what we do is we do full business build outs, okay? For example, this is one that we reviewed yesterday or day before. It's a completely built out business with the product already added, copy already done, images already done, pages already built out. All you have to do is attach your domain name and start making sales. This is exactly what we're going to do for this business as well. My team is going to build out this entire business, page number 1 and page number 2, and have it ready for you to launch. So what is that going to look like? Let me go ahead and log into my ShopFunnels account and show you exactly what that's going to look like. Okay. So now I'm inside my ShopFunnels account. Okay. And now I'm going to go into funnels. I'm going to create a new funnel and I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. Okay. And I'm going to call it funnel 1. Okay. And I'm going to test it. With one click, you have this, this will be ready in 1 or 2 days, but this entire business is going to be redone, remade, and ready for you to launch. If you want to change any text and images, you can, or if not, you can launch it as is. And we're going to do AI. We're going to use AI tools to recreate the copy in the text, so you're not copying anything. Okay. So you'll have page number 1 and page number 2 completely built out. If you use Shopify, if you've used any page builder or funnel builder, you'll know how easy it is. All the widgets are drag and drop. So if you want to add anything, you just go in here. You can add whatever you want inside of here, right? And these are basically ready to launch, right? You click add to cart and you can go ahead and purchase the product right here, okay? And it looks very, very beautiful. All right. For you to actually launch this, there's very little required. All that's required is for you to, even the products will add, all you have to do is connect your payment processor, decide if you want it to be free shipping or not, then go back to the builder, select the gear icon here, add your domain over here, and go here to applications, and then add your Facebook pixel. And that's it. That's it. Your funnel will be completely ready. So what we're going to do, because we love doing this, is we're going to completely build this funnel out in the next 2 to 3 days. You will have this funnel ready to launch inside of ShopFunnels. Now that you've gone through this video, what are some next steps you can take to continue learning about e-commerce, to continue building your e-commerce business? Well, there's a few things that we can do, okay? First thing is that you guys can go ahead and attend my free masterclass. This is a step-by-step training on how we build funnels for ourselves and our clients all across the world, and what we've noticed to be extremely successful, how we find products, how we use funnels, and how we launch fast and get buyers fast, okay? And if that's not something if you already learned enough and you really just want to start doing stuff, then go ahead, join ShopFunnels for a $1 trial. And then every single month it's $49 or $59 a month, depending on what plan you get. You can get access to these pre-built stores. Okay, stores just like this. Let's go to themes. No, actually not this one. Actually, yeah, themes. Let's go to this one. Okay, and go to funnels, and you can start using these themes. You can either launch the business as is, or you can use it as a theme and replace it with your copy and images. Okay, so that's this funnel right here. And finally, if you do end up trying ShopFunnels, and this is something that you enjoy, and you enjoy the funnel building process, you understand that you need actually more than just a Shopify store to actually see yourself being successful, and you want to do it with someone, you want to basically go ahead and work with someone to be able to build your stores, then I'd recommend joining the Elite program. The Elite program essentially is anybody who gets the yearly plan for ShopFunnels gets upgraded to my Elite program. And in the Elite program, what we do is we will actually not only build your stores, we will also go ahead and do your ads for you. So not only is your entire store built and ready, once your store is built, you have my team do your ads, and I meet with you every single week to look at your business's progress, and you're inside of a private mastermind where I answer any and all questions. Plus you get access to all of my AI employees and all of my courses. So if you're a yearly member, you get everything that I have. All right. With that being said, guys, these are the 3 things that you can do to take your next step forward with e-commerce. And we do this every single day. I look at businesses every single day. I talk about something about e-commerce every single day. So use this as your hub for daily learning, daily implementation, daily finding out cool things about e-commerce. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you comment down below, you have a chance to win a one-on-one free coaching call with me. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.